Hello, are you tired of only selling prints and digitals? Well, I'm here to help you with your album sales. Let me give you some tips, so stick around. Hi, I'm Annie Marie and welcome back. I am here to talk about album sales, and I am so excited about this topic because I've really transformed the way that I sell albums to get clients really excited about investing in them. And so today I just wanted to share some of my favorite tips, and hopefully they help you out with your albums as well. So I'm also going to tell you about add-ons and how to take a smaller sale and make it really huge. So stick with me as I kind of go through this with you. So albums. Everyone should be selling these. If you're not, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. They're very easy to sell because basically they sell themselves. So I'm going to give you kind of how I do it. The first step is to set the stage. And what I mean by that is entice your clients before they even probably know that they're going to book with you. So on your Instagram, your TikTok, your Facebook, whatever social media you use, website, post about your albums. So what I do is I do posts and stories with beautiful images of my albums, both outside and inside. And I also have clients send in videos of them opening their albums and just get their authentic reactions. And those are probably the most favorite for my clients because it is true and it's you're getting the client's point of view. So if you can get those from your clients, that's great. So make sure you're posting about your albums and talk about the quality of them, get to their emotions, talk about how the family's going to have these heirlooms forever, and that really gets into the hearts of people, not just the album and the price or what it is. So you want to make sure to touch the heart of your clients as well. And then during consultation, I definitely bring up albums. We talk about products and kind of what they're thinking about getting. Most of my clients come in knowing that they want albums and maybe wall art, but I tell them that most clients usually end up getting an album because it is sort of the story of their children's lives, their family, their senior, whatever genre that you're working with. It's really the story of that time in their life. And it's a way to capture a lot of different types of images, not just traditional or not just one or two images that's going to be on a wall. You really get a whole collection and a feel for the whole session. So I really talk about those a lot. And it's really important that you take your albums and you hand it to your clients. If you're meeting in person, that is, because they're touching and feeling them and looking at them, and it really makes the album real. There's beautiful velvets and soft leathers, and they're touching them and they're smelling them. The leather smells fabulous. Oh, I love it. And it just oozes quality, and as many emotions that you can touch at once, the better. So it's not only sight, but it's touch and it's smell, and you're catching their heart because they're seeing the stories told in these albums. So make sure your clients, potential clients, get to see some of your albums. If you cannot meet in person, then I would suggest a Zoom call, and you can just kind of show the different albums and be excited about it, because your excitement will latch on to the customer. They'll see your excitement, and you have to be authentic about it too. So you really want to show your enthusiasm for your album sales, because I have found in the past years that what I love as far as products and what I believe in, what I'm passionate about, I sell a lot more because I think I resonate that to my clients. So it's really important to be excited about your albums. And then during the shoot, you want to shoot for the album as well. And you shoot like a lot of wide angle, some more artsy ones. I get some of the little details. You get little different expressions and images that maybe they're not going to want like a single image of, but they're perfect for fitting in albums. And when I'm photographing them, I'm saying out loud like, oh, this is a great wall print, or oh, this would be a really cute series for the album, like if it's a girl twirling in a skirt, or a lot of cute little images like that, or maybe I'll show them the back of my camera of a picture of the girl looking down and giggling, and I'll just say, oh, wouldn't this really be cute in the album? So I'm sort of planting that seed all along the way, so that I'm not selling it. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to buy an album, but I'm just sort of planting that seed so it's in the back of their mind as well. So that's really important to set the stage with your clients. And then in the presentation, what I do is, nowadays there's so many automation softwares. I go into Fundy because that's who I use, and I create an album. It takes like maybe 10-15 minutes to put together a quick little album. I do 10 spreads, so that's 20 pages, about 20-25 images, and nowadays you can get, between Lightroom, Camera Raw, Evoto, you can really get images looking pretty spectacular without spending a lot of time retouching. So you don't have to go and retouch 25 images just to show them. But I put these in an album spread, and then I put it in their slideshow at the very end. And I don't tell them this because I want it to kind of be a little bit of a surprise. And so we're going through the slideshow, and then their album comes up, and I just say, oh, for a surprise, I just kind of created a little album layout just for you to kind of see what an album would look like. And as that slideshow's going, I'm like, oh, remember that time, that when she did that cute little giggle, or oh, look at that twirl. Doesn't that remind you of when she was like 5? And just like cute little comments like that, just to bring in the value of those images, and so that they understand that it's a complete story. So it's really important to kind of go over that with the slideshow presentation. And if you don't do that, that's fine. You can chat about that as well. But for them to see it in person really makes a big difference, because also when you're going through your order, and they really don't want to leave that behind. So it's a way to sell without really selling, which is really important. And then you just talk about that's your vision for it, and you want to once again exude that emotion. You want it to be an emotional thing for them, because that's what's going to make them purchase it. Okay, so let's talk about add-ons. Well, let's talk about sizes first. Albums come in a ton of sizes. There's like small ones, and then they go up from like probably 4x4, probably up to 12x12. So I normally sell in my studio, I have chosen 8x10, 10x10 as one size, one price. And then the other one is 9x12, which is this size. Nice big, I call these kind of more like coffee table books. 12x12, 12x12, and 9x12s. Every album company might have, a little bit of difference in sizes, but, and then, so you can kind of set that as you want. And I also have smaller ones, but I don't have them in my product catalog. And if they see like this sample, I do have a sample of it. If they see a sample and want it, it's the same price as an 8x10, because most of the value of the albums are in the images that's in it and the work behind it. So I have, this is I believe 6x9. So I have those priced at the same, but I don't have them offered. If they see it, they might want it. This is a 10x10. This is a nice size. I would say the most popular size is the 10x10 or the 9x12. That's also a popular size. And so add-ons. What I do is I would suggest to start with a basic album. So that can be however you want to set it up. Personally, what I do is my basic album, or my base album, is 10 spreads, so it's 20 pages and 25 images. So, and then I have, the cover options that are with that base album. And then everything from there is like an add-on. So most of my albums that I have incorporate an add-on. So if they fall in love with with like this album, you know, the add-on would be the debossing or embossing. So, or here's a cameo. The add-on would be the cameo. So most of my albums that I have here incorporate an add-on just so I can entice them a little bit without really saying entice. But okay, so then like I said, I have 25 images as standard in my albums. So I allow them to add on photos, and I do per photo because what I want to do is chances are if they order like 3 extra photos, it's going to be another spread. So that cost will cover another spread for the album. If you prefer to have a spread as an add-on instead of a photo, you could do that. You might have to limit how many photos go into it, or figure out how you want to work that. But I would say an image or a spread is an add-on. And also cover options are add-ons. So like I had mentioned, the debossing, like this one has this what's that called? It's like oh, I can't think of it. It's can't think of the word where it's like shiny. Foil. Okay, oh my gosh, foil. Yes. So these have foil, embossing, debossing. This one here is really subtle. I don't know if you can see it in the light. It says Riley right here, and it doesn't scream, hello, my name is Riley. It says, hi, I'm Riley. So so I love this. And then here's one that has a quote on the bottom. It has a quote, and then on the inside, on the actual album, it has their initials J+N. This is a couple, very handsome, cute couple. Look at, that's my son and his fiance. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so debossing or embossing, however you want to say it, that's another add-on. And so you can do spines too, like here's debossing on the spine. What else has it on the spine? Let's check and see. I think that's it. Oh, here, she has it on the spine. So cover, spine, you can just put that pretty much anywhere. And Vision Art, actually, I love them. They're like my favorite vendor. They allow you to send in a file of the whatever you want on it, and you can have any font, any size, anywhere. You can do quotes, you can do photos, you can do images, you can do anything. So I really love that about them. So that's another add-on that you can do. Another one is sizes. So like I said, you can limit the size. Like maybe your album sales are 8x10 and 10x10, and then your 12x12 or 9x12 would be an upgrade. So you can think about maybe doing size upgrade. Option for add-ons is leveling up your album. So maybe you want to have different levels. So you want to have your base album and then have more higher quality, and they can upgrade to a different quality album, like a more elegant, more higher standard album. I used to do that years ago, but I got rid of my lower end albums, and now I only just have one. I have my luxe albums, and that's what they get, because I just didn't want to deal with people who wanted the lower end just because they maybe were tightening their budget a little bit to get an album at all. So I just have one level, but it absolutely can work for people. So you can use that as an add-on. Duplicate albums. So maybe you want to sell 2 or 3 albums, so you can make the second one at a discounted price. Since you already did all the work on it, you can sell it at a discounted price. Another one is the mini albums. So these are really cute. These I call companion albums. So just get a smaller version of the big album, and it basically is just like a little carbon. I thought I could open up to the same page. It's basically just like a carbon copy of the big one. So these are great add-ons for gifts, for grandmas, for if it's a senior, maybe the senior can take this one to college. For parents, if it's a wedding, great add-on gift, and that one sells really well. And the other one is a box or a slip cover. So I love these. These are fairly kind of a newer product that's really kind of getting out in the market, and it's a slipcover that matches the album. And this particular one is from Vision Art. I love these albums, and this one comes with the slipcover as well. And you can, like, this one's debossed twice, and this one's debossed 3 times. So that's 3 extra charges for that one. So that's an easy upgrade. So I love the slipcovers. That's a pretty good sale because you can say it protects your album, and it's great. And then the other one are boxes. So this one is an ACI Ravelli. It's a nice wooden box, and it matches the album that's inside of it. And this is an acrylic album, whatever you want to call it, acrylic luminous cover. So this one comes with a box. So that is another upgrade that you can do. So there's lots of different. And then the cameos, I think I already talked a little bit about the cameo. You can do that as an upgrade, or you could create bundles. You can maybe offer a bigger album with a slipcover and some prints. I personally bundle digital, so if I'm already have those images edited and they get an album, they can get the digitals at a bundled price. So that's, you know, an extra $800 that I get on top of my album sales, and almost everyone gets the digital bundle because it's super cheap compared to buying the digitals as a collection with my photography. So that price really entices them. So that's another one. But it's important to be confident when you're doing your sales, and I don't even like to call it sales because albums really sell themselves. But just be confident and be excited when you're talking about your albums, and just explain to them that what's in an album is the heart of their session and the heart of that moment in time, whether if it's a family, if it's a wedding, if it's a high school grad. I mean, these images are like the heart of his time now. So if they let go of this album, they might have a couple pictures in a little frame or something. So it's really important to kind of capture that emotion for them. You can maybe do a sense of urgency, which means maybe giving them an incentive to purchase that day. It could be a percentage off, or maybe a $200 coupon if they order that day. Just a little bit sense of urgency. It's kind of like pressure, but not pressure. And just really reiterate that these are custom design albums. This isn't something that people are just, uploading random pictures to Shutterfly or whatever album company there. You are custom making this for them, and that is really important, and that really exudes quality, and that you take the time to retouch these images, and you took care in choosing the images. And I feel like people really value these a lot. Some final tips, I would say definitely use automation software. I personally use Fundy. They don't pay me, and I'm not an associate for them, but I love them. My time went from probably 2 hours in Photoshop the way it was to probably 15 minutes in Fundy. And I like my albums to be clean and simple now. I don't do a lot of templates and like I used to in Photoshop. I design templates but I like them clean. I like to have the pages without distractions. So it's all about the photos. No quotes, no doohickeys and stickers and all that stuff anymore. So Fundy works really great for that. And then a lot of the labs have proprietary software that they use for designing albums. So just talk to your album company. It really doesn't take much time at all. Let's see what else, and make sure to simplify their options when you are doing the sales. So you can have a form to fill out. I have an actual guide that I send them a PDF of so that they can see what options are available, so that they're kind of prepared mentally. But just make it easy for them to purchase the album. Kind of sells itself, like I said, and make it easy for them to maybe have the add-ons. Let me see what else would be. Just be excited Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because I love albums. And so some of my favorite vendors, let me tell you about those. Fundy, like I had mentioned. One of my favorite companies is Vision Art. That's my main company for albums. And I love them for their velvet covers. I went to their booth when I met them, and oh my gosh, I just hugged this album. Not this one, but one just like this, because I love that velvet. But their leathers are amazing, beautiful colors of leathers and qualities. And I love their debossing, because you can kind of do anything. You're not limited to just, you know, one little line on here, you know, with 3 locations. So I love that about Vision Art, and they are an amazing company to work with. Another one of my very favorites is American Color Imaging, ACI, their Ravelli line, and that's where I get all my luminous cover albums. Crystal cover, acrylic cover, whatever you want to call it. And they have super good quality, and their leathers are really great. And they have these incredible boxes. So ACI Ravelli is another one. Another great company is Graphy Studios. They have some super unique products and really, really high-end, high-level type of albums. I don't have any here to show you, but yeah, they have some really, really amazing stuff. So those are my favorite vendors for albums. So let me recap for you. You need to plant the seed, talk about your albums from your social media to whenever you meet with your clients and have consultations. Show off your albums. You can bring them to, you know, have a little box with a couple albums at your session if you don't get to meet with them beforehand, and you can kind of show them the albums after your session when you're chatting about what's next. And just make sure they touch and feel it, because that's when they fall in love with it. It makes it real for them. Speak with confidence, speak with authenticity, and don't forget to maybe pre-design an album. I swear, if you try it a couple times, it will work. People absolutely love it. And I do that. I pre-design for other things too, for wall galleries and stuff. I pre-design for that stuff, and it really does make a big difference. Make it easy for them to upgrade, and be excited about it. So I love album sales, and I hope you do, or hope you will. I hope a few of these tips have resonated with you, that you can bring into your business for your album sales. Please let me know if you have any comments, if you have any questions at all, or just let me know how your album sales are going, and I'm happy to answer anything. So hopefully you can like this and subscribe below, and I'll bring you more goodies like this. So have a great day, and thanks for watching.